Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the quarterfinals of the WardiTV Monday number 24. We've already wrapped up the first two rounds, and now we're here in the top 8. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have our South Green Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing himself, currently teamless. It is Classic. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the green Protoss player from land of Germany, representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. Here we go. Our PvP is here, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is a Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat, as you can now get your Gamba going. And Jumy, so far, he's been popping off. He already caused a massive upset, bringing down Shin. And now he's up against Classic. Classic going for his own low ground setup. Again, we are loading into Ultra Love. What is it about Ultra Love? Of course, there is a ramp. There's a ramp coming into the natural. This means it is safe. It is viable to open up with a wall off, to open up with, on the low ground, gate into expansion or into Cybercore into a faster nexus. But Jumy, despite the normalcy of going for this more economic opener on this map, he opens up 2 gate. 2 gate open out of Jumy. This means that Jumy has the option to be aggressive. He has the option to be aggressive. He has the option to go all in. Classic, he doesn't flinch. He goes straight for the Nexus. No fear. Gate expand. Very greedy build here by Classic before the Cybercore. Even Max Pax doesn't do this. And he is baiting Jumy into an all in. But the problem is that Jumy doesn't scout. Jumy, he goes to the unnatural natural. He's crazy. Goes to the Nexus. Now, the problem here is that Jumy doesn't know how greedy Classic is being. He has no idea. If he did, then he could have responded with an all-in. But right now, he's blindly just going for his own opener and goes for a slightly later expansion. Oh my god, he cancels? What is happening? I mean, at least he gets it on location, but this, we jumped through a bunch of hoops to get here, and we got here, but I don't know if we want to be here is the problem. I don't know. Okay, sure. Let's go. Now, I can confirm, for a bit of a fun fact, maybe we have some German viewers in the chat that can help me out. I have confirmed that Jumy, remember earlier he was complaining that he beat Shin because he was hungry and he wanted to get some food. I did ask him, I posed him the question, Pappy, what are we eating? What are we getting? He responded with, Uber. Oh god. I can't do it. I'm gonna post it in the chat, and I cannot pronounce this. Oh no. I understand the schnitzel, the schnicken salami part. I understand that, but I cannot get through the first part. I googled it. It's like a cheese and like salami bread roll sort of thing. Something with, yes, I mean something with salami and cheese. I googled it. It looks good. If you Google it, it does look savory, it does look tasty, and now I'm hungry as well. I'm hungry now. Aye. Este Jumy. I just like that he responded with the most German phrase, like the most German like statement. We could have just said like bread with like meat and cheese. Like no. He had to go all the way. Let's go. Meanwhile, it's going to be a Stargate opener. Stargate into Oracle. Oracle does zoom across the map. We have a second Oracle on the way as well. So far, the shield battery is ready, and Jumy does defend. Now, Jumy did go for the Hallucination Scout. He did confirm the opener. He is aware. He is ready, and he will force it back. So far, good defense by Jumy. Likewise, going for a Twilight Council into Blink. Standard opener here from our green Protoss player. Right now, the pressure is on Classic to get damage done with these Oracles. It was a big investment to go into 2 Oracles, and even going for a fast third base behind this mate. Classic, he has been so greedy this game. Fast natural into a fast third base. Jumy setting up a proxy across the map. Do we go for the Dark Shrine? Against Oracles, I wouldn't really be too fond of it. But we shall see. Oracles 8 away. And we're going for an all-in. Yeah, we're going for a 2-base all-in. How many gates? Count them with me. We have 3 gates back at home. Oh my god. Never mind. We have 4 gates back at home. We have 5. We have a 5-gate setup back at home. And that is a proxy 6th gateway. So it's going to be a 2-base, 6-gate all-in. Let's go. And I do like this considering how greedy Classic has been. Remember, Classic took an insanely fast natural, and then certainly fast third base as well. Classic, he knows how greedy he's been. He's knocking down that tower. He's going to try to fully wall up. Little does he know that the all-in is coming from the right-hand side instead. Classic, he hasn't seen all the gateways yet. He's still in the dark as to what's going on. But he's setting up defensively. Stasis traps on the way. Shield battery as well. It's not going to be easy to break. And Jumy, does he notice that stasis in time? Uh-oh. I mean, he knows. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say he knows about the double Oracle opener. He does check and does take it. Does bait it out. Not bad. Not a bad start. Remember, Blink is done for Jumy. Blink is not done for Classic. Boys are being pulled. Shield battery's out of range. So far, better trade for Jumy. But Stalkers are going down or they're getting low. Oh, the Blinks, the control. Oh my god, one Stalker falls. Losing one, losing two, losing three. And Jumy, where's the Blinks? Where's the control? He was distracted across the map, forced to reinforce. Jumy distracted at a critical moment. Bleeds out more Stalkers. And he might be losing too much here. That's a lot of Stalkers going down. Considering that he is all in, he has to preserve everything. Blinks on forward, past the army, dives on the Stalkers, boys being pulled once again. And with these reinforcing Stalkers, Classic is holding. Yeah, he's holding on. These Stalkers are just far too low for Jumy, and he's run out of steam. He's run out of steam, run out of Stalkers, being forced further back. Again, he did have momentum early on, but as we saw, because of the Oracle harass, he was distracted. He lost like 3 or 4 Stalkers, and from there, GG. He doesn't have enough, and Classic, he holds. Classic takes game number 1. GG. Classic does take a lead in the series. And does kick things off with a win. Again, Jumy, like, I'm not opposed to the 2-base all-in, but again, we saw just a bit of a lapse in control there just because of that distraction. Did bleed out too many Stalkers, and every Stalker is so crucial when you're all-in because you're limited when it comes to how many Stalkers you can have, and you have to make them count then and there. Did bleed out too much. GG. GG, well played. Classic does hold, and with that, we're getting ready for game number 2. Just catching up with the chat. It is baked in the... Yeah. It's like bread baked in the oven with cheese and with meat. We need Captain Fish to translate. It does sound good. It looks good. Like if you type that in Google, like it shows you an image and it looks good. It's like we would just call it like a cheese and bacon roll, like in English. Like we have something similar. Korean bakeries have similar things around my area. Delicious for sure. Nice. There you go. So now I'm getting even more hungry. I was like, yo, like we got this. It's good. I will get some ramen after the cast. 100%. I'll make some ramen. I'll put an egg in it. For now, though, we're settling in and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Amygdala. We have the German Protoss player, the Green Protoss, representing Streamer Zone, tempted by the food on the windowsill. He's so hungry. He was yelling at me. He's like, "I just want to eat, Bobby. I just want to eat." We'll see if he can. It is Jumy. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss, the guardian of the cheese baked goods. It is Classic. He's guarding the food. Jumy can't take it until the series is over. Let's go. So now this time standard openers. Again, there is no ramp coming into the natural, so unlike the previous map, here it is less viable to go for that low ground setup and to go for the faster expansion. We should be seeing Classic be a lot more safe and a lot more standard this time. Last game, Classic was cutting a lot of corners and being very greedy. This time, we should be seeing something more standard. Never mind. Gate Cyber Expand. Classic. Let's go. There's a Cyber Core into a faster expansion. Jumy to Gate Opener. This is just like the last game. Very similar to the last game, I should say. Very similar here. Now, this is a risky maneuver here by Classic. If you've been watching Korean StarCraft over the past 2 months, you would know that a lot of the Koreans have been doing this. Specifically, trap, Hero, Classic, Nightmare. This is basically the Max Packs opener. And ever since the latest patch, at the end of November, coming into December, the Koreans have been embracing this more and more often. It's been really interesting to see how the meta has evolved and has shifted. But yeah, Gate, Cybercore into Stargate into expansion. Here we go. And it was Hero that pioneered this. I mean, I say pioneered. Obviously, Max Packs has been doing this for years, but Hero, who was the first to really commit to doing this a lot more often, he was doing this during the PTR tournaments and the PTR phase of the, I guess, now current and I guess previous patch. And then, of course, all the other Koreans kind of lashed onto it as well. Ooh, meanwhile, Jumy, going for a Twilight Council before expansion, does hide the Twilight Council as well. Are we crazy enough to go DTs? I mean, Jumy hasn't scattered. He doesn't know it's a Stargate.
Hazardous working environment.
Total Biscuit, calm down. Jumy, he has actually switched his announcer to Total Biscuit recently, which is nice. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. There's now 3. There's Inexorable, there's Christiana, and now Jumy as well. I appreciate it. Adept Sage in. They get a probe kill. But we have not scouted the... Oh no, we have scouted the tech. The Stargate into Void Ray. So Void Ray opener out of Classic. Across the map, Classic does confirm the expansion. Blink is on the way. No Dark Shrine. No Dark Templar. But so far, very chaotic start here. Very chaotic. Now, there is going to be an early Blink timing. I'm curious to see if Jumy throws down a 3rd gate back at home and a proxy 4th gateway. I'm looking for the proxy gate. If so, this is looking more and more like a 2-base all-in. This will hit earlier than the previous game. Remember, last game was a 2-base 6-gate all-in. This is going to hit a lot faster. Meanwhile, Classic throwing down his own Robo. Likewise, the 2nd gateway. Adepts shade into the main. Probes are going down. So far, so good. Gets 2. Gets... Oh! Doesn't get 3. But 2 probes do fall. And there it is. There's the proxy gate. So I assumed it was going to be a 4-gate setup, but currently this is only 3 gateways. So a little bit less. Going for a proxy 3rd gate with Blink. Oracle moves out for a Classic. So Oracle does make his way in. Up! So far, catching a couple of birds. That's going to be 2. That's going to be 3 workers. Not bad. 3 probes going down. Keeping tabs on Jumy. The proxy is yet to be found, and Jumy, he just counterattacks. He's pushing. He is moving out. Will soon reinforce. Back at home, Classic, he is throwing down the wall of shield batteries. Immortal production has begun. Classic being so safe here with Immortals, with Void Rays, with shield batteries as well. It does feel like Jumy's kind of playing into his hands. Like, I don't know if Classic can be broken. Not like this. Okay, Jumy, instead of pushing though, you will knock down these rocks. Are we going for the gold? Mate, it is not uncommon to see Protoss players go for the gold here on the other side. Yeah, he's going for the gold. Let's go! He's going for the gold. Charge is on the way, and how better to support charge than with the gold nexus? Let's go. The gold base has been thrown down. Oh no! Hallucination confirms instantly though. Classic, he sees this ahead of time, and it's going to be on Classic to deny this base. Ooh, okay, so a big strength of going for this centered goal base in such a way is to keep it hidden for as long as possible. To keep it hidden, to keep it a surprise. Classic already knows. He already knows what's going on, which means Classic, his next goal here should be to shut it down. Oh boy. So I appreciate what Jumy's doing, I just don't know if he can get away with it. Ooh, as the Oracle is gonna fall. Nice pickup. Oracle does go down. Here come the reinforcements. Classic getting ready for his own push. Getting ready for his own move out. I assume it's because Light uses TV announcer and the younglings are learning. Ah, no. Maybe. Now, I appreciate that Jumy is trying to be as aggressive as possible to protect the base, right? Like, the best defense is a good offense. Jumy trying to keep Classic busy. Classic going for glaives, going for his own 2-base all-in. Yeah, throwing down extra gateways. Extra gates are being set up. Throwing down a 7-gate setup here on 2 bases. Immortal into glaives. So Jumy initially was the aggressor, but now it's Classic. Now it is going to be Classic instead. Adepts they get into the mineral line. They got 4 probe kills already. Classic warping in 6, soon to be 7 Adepts at a time. And here we come. As a reminder, there is no third. There is no third expansion. There is no economy. There is no tech. No nothing. Just straight up 2-base all in. Massive glaive Adept with Immortal. This does hit like a truck. Hero is very fond of this build that Classic's doing. It's just a really good way to punish a greedy Protoss player. And Jumy is being greedy. Stalkers, they go for the dive, and they're going for the Prism. Prism does on siege, does get away in time. Meanwhile, we get a full surround. The Zealots say, get us around here in the army. And Classic, despite that, he was still overwhelmed. Yeah, breaks through the Stalkers, will lose the War Prism, making his way into the mineral line, and this base is gonna fall. Yeah, there's no escaping this. Oh no! The probes! They cannot escape! They try to pull away, they get shut down. GG, good, well played. Good luck in the next round, and Classic will take the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. A very powerful 2-base all in here from Classic, going Immortal and Glaives. Again, it is I want to say a staple right now in the current like repertoire of Protoss builds, where it is kind of the go-to punishment build, right? Just going into Mass Immortal into Mass Glaive Adepts does have a big power spike here, and again, Jumy was being greedy. He was rushing into the goal base, rushing into the third. He was out in the open as well. Jumy did his best when it came to engaging, but alas, could not quite keep up with that. GG. GG, well played. Oh, as we are now getting into our next series. Oh my god, we're getting into the next series. We're jumping in mid-series, actually, into our TVT. Oh. So I'm just trying to set up. Trying to set up as quickly as I can.